Lavi and Ollie road trek into a snowstorm in the India Himalayas. Let us watch this wonderful video together. Please don't forget to subscribe for us. Please, can you help us press that like button as well as share this video. This one is an uncommon journey. It is so interesting. Beautiful. Many things happened. What you don't expect happened in this video.
So usually you're not
Please help us subscribe, like and share.
These monastery
Let us
complexes.
continue.
So look at these conditions, guys. Look at this place. This road is completely insane.
Completely insane. I really don't like it.
We just got to keep going. We just got to get down. Oh, sliding. I'm sliding. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It is 7:30 in the morning and we are here in the town of Tawang in the very northwest corner of Arunachal Pradesh. And this town is famous for this monastery right up there on the top of the hill, the Tawang Monastery, the second largest Buddhist monastery in the entire world. And this morning, we're going to go and check it out. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Cow. And he's happily munching some straw this morning. Did you have your bucket of straw this morning?
Two.
Two. It is a wet morning this morning. Ugh. So now I have to back around this corner without falling over. Okay, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's a bit of a hill. Okay, Tochena, see you later.
Wow, it was raining the whole night.
Yeah, man, it's been a cold and rainy couple of days here in Tawang. I think you said it was -1 when we woke up.
Yeah, it's insanely cold here, man. Can't wait to get down again to Assam.
Yeah, get here, get to the monastery and get back to the tropical rainforest. So the monastery is just 10 minutes away from the homestay. So this morning we're just coming out on one bike. We're going to check out the monastery and get back to the homestay for breakfast. Beautiful. Look at this entrance. And guys, we are nearly at 3,000 meters above sea level here in Tawang. And I've only been riding for 5 minutes and I already cannot feel my fingers. And it looks like the town still hasn't woken up, apart from a lot of cute, fluffy doggies. Hello.
Yeah, it's so quiet at the moment.
We are getting up into the misty mountains here. Oh wow, look at that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Misty Tawang. All right, here we are. Welcome to Tawang Monastery. Oh look, we can do this really efficiently this morning. Just hold your hand out. Ding, 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 ding. Get prayers on the go. Oh wow, look at this monastery complex. Wow. Yeah, it is massive. Hello, Tashidele, Tashidele. Where is the main entrance? Oh, right here. Oh, cool. So we can park here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Guys, you won't believe it. It's hailing now. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, it is very, very, very cold this morning. But anyway, we are here. Let's go explore the monastery. Oh no, it's actually hailing. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, they have free tea. Nice.
Some holy tea for you.
Thank you. Cheers.
They have a good tea sugar ratio.
I think it's like 50-50.
It's super tasty.
I think there's some ginger in there as well. It's a nice way to be welcomed into the monastery, isn't it? Parking right out front, free tea on arrival. Good job, Tawang.
And in our last video, we were given a scarf with a little bit of money from our homestay host. So we have the special mission this morning to give these offerings to a big Buddha statue inside the monastery.
Tashidele. From UK and Germany.
Okay.
And where are you guys from?
We are from here.
You're from Taiwan? Yes. How often do you visit this monastery?
Yes, lots. We are daily.
Daily?
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's a very beautiful monastery. It's very, very beautiful.
Okay, we have to take off our shoes. Beautiful. So usually you're not allowed to film inside these monastery complexes, so this is really special actually that we can show you guys the inside properly. You can see around me here we've got rows and rows and rows of benches, and this is where all the monks will sit and do their chanting, do their prayers. If we go to the middle, we can see here this is the main corridor, and at the end of the corridor we can see a giant statue of Lord Buddha himself. Here we've got a traditional drum, and you can see all the robes of the monks to keep them warm for those long meditation and chanting sessions. And everybody's just taking pictures here at the front. On the sort of altar at the front, we have a life-size photo of Dalai Lama. He looks real. When we came in, we thought he was actually sitting there for a second. And look at these decorations here. I'm not sure on the name of this plant, but this is what the sort of seed petal looks like, and they've strung it in this beautiful decoration here. And over here is sort of an offerings table. So here we have lots and lots and lots of food and drink, fruit. I think this is for the monks. We have these beautiful decorated butter sculptures. Look at this one. And these are made from a mix of flour and butter and I guess some sort of dye, food colouring. Oh look, is that wine? It's a bottle of wine. And then some more offerings over here and another beautiful display. Beautiful place.
So nice. It's really, really beautiful.
So we just sat down inside the monastery for a minute, and now lots of people have started arriving. Even some monks have arrived here on the front row. I don't know what's happening, but I think this must be the morning daily prayers. And as the guys told us outside, these guys come to the monastery every day to do their daily prayers. So welcome to Tawang Monastery. The monastery is getting busier and busier this morning. So whilst everyone heads inside for their daily morning prayers, let me tell you a little bit more about this beautiful monastery. The monastery is known in Tibetan as Garden Namgyal Latse, which translates as the divine paradise of complete victory. It was founded by Mirak Lama Lodre Gyatso in the year 1680 in accordance with the wishes of the 5th Dalai Lama. So nice, we can see so many local people arriving here. The monastery is 3 stories high and is enclosed by a 925-foot long compound wall. Within the complex, there are 65 residential buildings and an important library which houses many valuable old scriptures. Listen to that, guys. We can hear some horns being blown in this building behind me. Tashidele. Tashidele. Wow, it's really starting to get busy here now. So many monks are arriving, and this monastery complex is actually home to more than 450 monks. So it really is one of the largest and most populated complexes in all of Tibetan Buddhism. And as I said before, this is the second largest Tibetan Buddhist monastery in the world, behind Potala Palace in Lhasa.
Guys, the prayer has just started. It sounds so amazing. Let's go inside.
Oh wow, we can see that they are doing here a similar thing to what we saw in Lhasa, and this is a form of Buddhist discourse where they are presenting arguments, philosophical statements or questions, and each time that they pose a question or a statement, then they do this slap. Wow, look at that, amazing. And then it's up to the monks in front of them to give them a reply to what they're saying. This discourse of the Buddhist scriptures helps to develop and deepen their understanding of Buddhism. Amazing that when we arrived, this hall was completely empty, and now it is just bustling with activity. But I think we're going to leave the monks to their chanting, to their discourse. We're going to go back to the homestay and have some breakfast. Power banks are essential items for us during our travels. And check out this new one we just got from Chuk Tech. This is the Chuk Tech CP12 magnetic power bank. And honestly, this thing has been the perfect accessory to keep our devices charged during long days filming on the road. When you're traveling like this, you don't really get many chances to stop and charge things properly. So having something small and reliable you can just carry with you all day makes a massive difference. The best part is how simple it is. You literally just snap it onto the back of your phone and it starts charging right away. No cables, no messing about. And when you're always running around trying to capture everything around you, that makes a big difference. It's got a 10,000 mAh capacity, which basically means we can get through a full day of filming without stressing about running out of battery. In fact, it can charge this iPhone 16 up to 1.8 times. And if you want faster charging, you can actually plug it in with the cable as well, and it will switch over to wired fast charging automatically with 20 to 22.5 watt max wired output. The cable also works to charge our GoPros, microphones, and other electronics as well. So yeah, it's just one of those things that makes our hectic days of traveling and filming just a little bit easier. If you want to check it out, head to the link in the video description to see the Chuk Tech CP12 magnetic power bank lineup. With everything charged up, let's get back on the road. Good morning, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. So what have we got for breakfast?
This is aloo dum and sukha roti. Thank you so much.
Look at that. And check out this cozy seating area. They've got this fireplace in the middle, which is constantly boiling a pot of water on the top. The heart of the house.
Yes.
This is your half. My half.
Is this roti good?
Very good. You made this, yeah?
Yes. Wow. Safe journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was really nice to stay here.
Thank
And
you.
you got a nice food and everything, yeah?
Me too.
Bye bye. It was really nice to meet you.
Tochena, thank you. Oh wow, look how misty it is now.
Foggy.
Yeah, it's terrible now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the worst weather to start with.
Bye bye.
Tochena. Oh, yeah, sometimes you get the weather and sometimes you don't, hey?
We haven't been very lucky here in Tawang with the weather, I must say. It's been very cold, it's been very rainy, and I mean, even now you can't see around you.
But you know, we came here to see the world's second largest monastery, and we did see that, and we saw all the monks gathering for a very special prayer and debating.
Yes, and all in all it was super nice as well to stay at this place, because the lady, she just opened this homestay, so it's completely new. And yesterday they had actually a monk coming to their place, and he was chanting the whole day, chanting for good luck for the family. So that was so awesome.
Yeah, it's something apparently that they do once per year. Just after the new year, they invite a monk to their house to give them blessings for the year ahead.
So it's really nice that we could experience a little bit of local culture here.
And our host Yeshi was super nice. Last night she made us a traditional dinner.
Let me serve you some churpa. Is this right? Yes. Churpa is fermented cheese with mushrooms, and this is all freshly cooked by our amazing host.
This one is lokol tupa.
Ooh!
Thank you.
Yes, and her mother is really good at making her own alcohol. So she gave us like a little cup of rice wine.
Cheers. It's pretty strong.
And it was really strong at the beginning, but after a few sips it tasted actually really nice. And it kept us warm.
Yeah, we pretty much spent the whole day and evening yesterday in the main kitchen living room area, just sitting around the fire, having some warm tukpa and experiencing the local Tawang village life. But today it is time for us to leave Tawang and hopefully get somewhere a little bit warmer. So let me show you guys where we're heading today. So we are here in Tawang, and today we will be heading south, riding back over Sela Pass, aiming to reach the town of Dirang.
The first place we want to check out, it's a waterfall, and it's about 45 minutes away. It is already 11:20, so better hit the road. Let's go.
So charming, these old stone houses here on the sides of the road, and you can see all the firewood stacked up on the wall for winter. And I tell you what, they need the firewood, that's for sure. This region still feels quite traditional. It doesn't feel overdeveloped, and certainly the family who own our homestay are still living in a very traditional way, growing their own food. They have their own cow, so it looks like here in the very, very corner of India, the traditional way of life is still continuing for the Monpa people here. Good morning, monkeys. They're all just huddling together, trying to stay warm. Stay warm, guys, stay warm. We're starting to come down from the clouds now, and we're starting to get some mountain views. Check this out. It's so atmospheric. All these misty mountains. Feels like the Highlands of Scotland. The cold, crisp air.
Wow, this road just now was just amazing. So we just had to stop to admire the view here. I mean, look at that. It looks stunning here, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, look at the size of these cliffs, and then covered by misty cloud on the top.
Pretty epic ride, man.
Yeah, I'm glad we actually have a little bit of a view. I thought we were going to be riding in the fog for the whole day.
I just turned off the main road because apparently this is the road to the waterfall. But Ollie, we have to see how the road is because we are right on the cliff here. Oh my god. Hello? Ticket? Ticket? Okay. How much? 40? 80. Okay. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. This ticket cost us 40 rupees per person, which is about 30 pence. Not that expensive. And I can see already a beautiful waterfall just in front of us. Amazing.
No way, look at
Wow.
that. And it looks like you can go all the way to the base of it. Here is apparently a hydroelectric power plant. Just like in Bhutan, I think that hydroelectric power is really important here.
Oh my god, Ollie, that's so steep here.
Take it wide. It's okay. That's it.
Oh.
Just keep your pressure on the left side so you don't fall to the right.
Boy, I didn't like that.
You made it, my love. You made it.
It never looks as steep on camera, but I can tell you it was super steep. Anyway, so nice that they built a car park just down here where the waterfall is. That's super nice.
Wow, check that out. There it is, guys. Jang Falls, also known as Nuranang Falls. This is a pretty big waterfall, and actually at 330 feet high or 100 meters, Nuranang Falls is one of the highest waterfalls in Arunachal Pradesh. The waterfall originates from the Nuranang River, which flows down from Sela Pass. And just look at this valley here, surrounded by misty cliffs. And look, we've got a bunch of adventure riders here.
Do you know this bike by any chance?
These guys look like they're on an adventure. Cool.
Bye bye, beautiful waterfall. So I just turned on my camera because I was so terrifying going down here. And now I want to prove myself that it's actually not that bad. And I can do it!
You can do it, my love. You can do it.
I can do it!
Full throttle.
Full throttle! Bloody hell!
Very good, my love.
Man, that's a challenge! Woo!
It's nice to have a little bit of dirt road.
Yeah, I missed it already, eh?
We also just had a look for some accommodation in the town that we're heading to, Dirang, and we found a place called Mirakpa Resort, and we just gave them a call and they said they have spare rooms for us with a heater in the room, which we really wanted to double check that they had.
Yeah, I mean, she said actually straight away, okay, the price is 4,500, but you get a heater and you get a bonfire and breakfast included. So we said, yeah, let's do it. Because the past two places where we stayed at, the heater wasn't working. So we were actually just freezing cold the whole time.
Yeah, hopefully this place has a good enough heater that we can be pretty comfortable tonight. So it's now 101 kilometers to Dirang, and Google Maps says it's going to take us 3 hours to get there.
It's already. Thank you guys for letting me pass. I wish you a good day. It just started to rain again. Man, this ride is really like a miserable ride. Absolutely miserable. It's cold and rainy. Don't like it. And I'm stuck behind a truck. Okay, free my love, free.
Oh, the weather is getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. There's currently 8 degrees and the rain is coming down hard now.
Yeah, and I can't see anything. It's so misty. Oh my god. Oh, bloody hell. It's really hard to see. Not the sunny ride I was imagining.
Yeah, not the scenic mountain ride we were hoping for, hey?
No. Oh man. Anyway, you have good days, you have bad days. Just don't know what's the best technique for me to see something. Because the cars as well, they don't use their lights. As you can see here, you know, they're just appearing from the mist. Oh, bloody hell.
It's all right. Only 90 kilometers to go.
Woohoo.
Check this out, guys. This is crazy. We can see absolutely nothing. Look at this. It is just misty everywhere. And I don't have waterproof gloves either. And look, I cut the thumb off so I could use the phone. And my thumb is freezing. Oh my god. Look at this. Look, I can barely see my bike. Oh, I really hope that the weather improves today. Otherwise, this is going to be a pretty horrible ride. And on top of that, guys, we are still climbing. We are heading now up and over Sella Pass. And for that, we have to climb all the way up this mountain in front of us that we can't even see. But luckily, there is a tunnel that we can take, and that will help us avoid the very, very highest bit of the pass, because if we took that today, I think my fingers would fall off before we reach the other side. Oh wow, look at this. A herd of yaks. Yeah, these guys don't mind the weather. They love it. And look, there's some snow up there. But even to get to the tunnel, we still have to climb quite high. So yeah, I think it's going to get even colder.
It's so hard to see anything. Man, it's actually pretty dangerous. And I'm in such a pickle because with the raindrops on my visor, I can't really see properly. And then with my hand, I'm cleaning them off, but then my hand is really cold because of the water. Oh wow, there's snow. Crazy, man. Bloody hell. And we have still 15 kilometers until our turn off. And I don't know what the turn off means. If that means we go through the tunnel or if that means we're just continuing on that road here. But this road is just mental. Oh my god. I'm wet and I'm cold. What a crazy ride. Ollie, what are we doing? I can feel as well that my waterproof trousers aren't waterproof anymore. Oh no. It's like you have to push on because you can't really stop here. But I don't really want to go. Anyway, we will check in a little bit later, guys, to let you know that we are still alive. We have reached the snow line and we are still alive, which is nice. And we are still in the fog.
Yeah, I remember this road on the way down. It was so beautiful with all these forested mountains around, all covered in snow. But it doesn't feel so magical anymore.
But this is what I don't understand. Why don't people turn on their lights when they're going up here? I don't understand that. Ah, here.
This is that frozen waterfall, isn't it?
Yeah. Still frozen.
But yeah, now we've got snow on both sides of the road. I think this is quite fresh snow as well.
Yeah, and we have to be careful as well because we have slush on the road here. I really don't like that. I really don't like that. Oh. The only thing which keeps me going at the moment is knowing that we have a heater in our hotel.
76 kilometers to go.
Oh my god. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. Let's be brave. Let's be brave. Man, this is like one of the craziest rides I have ever done.
I can't wait to get back to Assam.
Guys, I don't know if you can see on camera, but I have frost on my visor. My visor is frosty.
I just cleaned my camera lens and it had ice forming on the lens.
Oh my god, it's so cold.
And look how snowy it is around, guys. It's really, really cold here.
It's really cold.
Definitely one of the most extreme rides we have ever done. Because guys, if you've seen a lot of our videos, you'll know that we're mostly desert, tropical riders. Mostly we're in the hot, sunny desert or riding through some humid rainforests.
It's a new experience for us to ride in the snow. Oh, this is cold. Yeah, I'm not prepared for that, man. Not prepared for that.
When will this nightmare end? When will I feel my fingers again? Oh, thumbs, I hope you're still going to be there on the other side. Yeah, this is why I come to the mountains, guys. For the views. Woo! Look at this place. It is insane. We have snow all over the place. I am covered in frost. This is definitely the most extreme ride we have ever done. Oh my god, look at your camera lens. It's completely covered in frost, and your visor as well. Good visibility.
0.
But guys, we do have good news, and that is that we have reached the tunnel. Where's the tunnel? Where's the tunnel? There? Can't even see it. There it is, guys. Cellar Tunnel. So this marks the very highest point of our ride today, and thank God for that, because man, my fingers are cold. Sweetheart, what's happening with your eye makeup?
Oh no! I tried to be pretty.
I don't think the other side of the tunnel is going to be any better, to be honest, but at least once we get to the other side of this tunnel, we're going to be starting to head down and head towards our hotel for the night, which I'm very happy about.
Let's do it!
Let's get down from this mountain.
Oh, is that nice?
Just be careful, I think it's frozen.
Is it frozen? Oh yeah, it is. It is frozen. Oh, I was really sliding there.
It's not exactly warmer inside the tunnel, is it?
It's freezing cold.
But at least we're not being snowed on. Oh, it's actually colder inside the tunnel, I think.
I can see the other side. Let's have a look if it's as miserable on the other side or if it's better.
Come on, blue skies and sunshine. Yeah, to be honest, probably worse on this side.
No!
It's like snowing heavily.
Oh no, it's like really snowing.
I'll tell you what, first cafe we can find, we are stopping for a coffee. Oh man, dangerously numb on my thumb. Okay, this is definitely not enjoyable anymore. Oh look, there's another tunnel. Okay, let me just go slow here. Okay. Oh, I did not realize that these tunnels would be the coldest place. Ah, Jesus. Oh, my thumb. Oh. Okay, I'm officially getting seriously cold now. Oh, jeez. Alright, I made it out the other side. Just be careful. It's very snowy. Oh, it's really snowy. Oh man, this is like really snowy out here. It's not too bad if you're in the middle here where the other cars have been. Oh, look at this. Thank you, visit again. I will not. Good thing about it snowing is that at least a lot of the snow bounces off you rather than soaking in. Oh man, this car's tires are just sliding. Oh no, look. You can do it, you can do it. Yeah. You got chains? Oh, okay, I think he's gonna change to chains. Yeah, he's just sliding. Okay, so just take it nice and easy. Oh, man. Look at these conditions, guys. Look at this place. This road is completely insane.
Completely insane. I really don't like it.
We just got to keep going. We just got to get down. Oh, sliding. I'm sliding. Back tire sliding. Slow down. Nice and slow. Use your feet like skis. Very slow. Very slow. Try not to use the brakes. Oh man, it's snowing so much now. This is such a stupid road, sorry. This was not a good decision to come up here.
No. Not a good decision to come up here today.
No. Ugh. It's a miracle, guys. We finally made it somewhere. Barimba Hotel. Yes. That's brilliant. So now we can warm up with a hot drink and get some feeling back in our hands. Oh my god, look, you are covered in frost. Oh my, I can't even hold the camera. Bloody hell.
It's so painful. Oh my god, it's so painful.
Oh, your hands look so cold. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hi.
Are you guys heading up or down?
We were heading up, but we came down.
You wanted to go to the top, but
We were planning for Tawang, but it heavily snowed, like heavily
okay.
snowing there.
So you
We went up to Tawang, like Sela Tunnel. We crossed the Sela Tunnel, and like these guys went up further more, but then they saw very heavy snowfall, so they just went back, and we are like staying here for 5 minutes, and we're going down
okay? So you're going back to Dirang.
back to the run.
Okay.
Yeah, good decision.
We just came from Tawang, and my fingers are so cold. Oh, is that a fire? Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, look at that. Beautiful fire. That's amazing.
Oh god. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Look at that. That is what I needed right now. Our new friend here, he ordered us a black tea with black pepper.
Black pepper.
And apparently this is the way that they drink it, and it's the best way to stay warm. He said, have it black tea with black pepper, no sugar, and he said that'll help us to stay warm.
Yeah.
You starting to warm up?
A little bit. I'm actually now starting to warm up. This fire is saving my life.
It was looking a bit low, so the kid over there, he got some diesel from this plastic tub, chucked a load of diesel in there, and now, oh yeah,
Franken.
it's cranking. It's cranking.
Yes.
Where are you going today?
Dirang.
You going to Dirang?
Dirang, yes.
Yummy. Just went and got some chocolate cake because I need some chocolate. That's pretty good.
The cake is so delicious.
So good, hey?
Very good.
Oh yeah, yes. Good job. It's quite amazing really that in times like this, something as rudimentary and simple as a fire just gives you so much.
But guys, check out the outside. Look at that. This is our road. And it's still very cold and very snowy. I'm not looking forward to this ride. I'm actually really scared. Okay, my love.
No,
Yes.
no, I like it here.
No.
I like it here.
No. It just gets later and later and colder and colder.
I'm gonna sleep here, next to the fire. Weather update. Still snowing, still foggy, still cold. But that was really, really necessary that we stopped there because I was really starting to suffer. That was absolutely a lifesaver with a hot drink and a hot fire. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Good job to whoever decided to build that.
You have chosen the right spot. For sure.
Even the bikers that we met inside there, they were going to go to Tawang, but on the way up, they decided to turn around and head back because the snow was just too bad. I was getting seriously worried by the end.
Me too.
But we are heading down now, and the snow is starting to get less and less. Hopefully the worst of it is behind us.
Pretty crazy adventure day. Really, I didn't expect that.
When we were sitting there in the monastery with the monks,
Yeah.
we had no idea of the day that was to come. Oh yes, guys, we have reached under the fog. That's the layer of fog starting there that we have been in for the past few hours. The nightmare fog. Well, we finally got below it, and look, we can see more than 10 meters ahead again. It's still very wet, but it's not snowing. It's not foggy and it's slightly less cold, so that's awesome. The bike's registering 5 degrees, which at this point feels pretty nice. And we've caught up with the other bikers heading back down. Yes, everyone is gonna make it to Durang happy and alive. We are here, guys. We have reached the town of Durang, and more importantly, welcome to 11 degrees. The bike is registering 11 degrees, and I'm really happy about that because this town Durang is very nicely placed right at the bottom of the valley, not on the top of the hill like Tawang. And I think our home for the night is just across this bridge. Just be careful, it's a metal bridge. Oh, beautiful. I think it's up there on the top of the hill. That's it. Very good. Whoa, what an entrance. And just look at this place. What a beautiful valley. Woo, there we go. We are here. We have made it. Oh, insane. Absolutely insane. It's crazy though, from down here, you just can't imagine what the weather is like up on the top of the mountain, hey?
Good evening, guys. We made it. Happy and alive. Woo! That was such a difficult ride today. I had no idea that it's gonna get so cold, so snowy, rainy. Like, we got everything today. As well, with the visibility was really bad. I'm just so happy that we arrived here in one piece. And check out our room. First of all, we have a nice heater and it's on and it's warm, and we're drying already our gloves here. Ollie's drying his socks. There we have a really nice big bed. Everything looks really nice and clean. This is our bathroom. This room cost us 4,500 rupees, which is a little bit over budget, but after a really dangerous and crazy ride today, I think we deserve a little bit of luxury. So for today we will just rest and relax and try to warm up on this heater here. Oh, I'm still freezing cold. But yeah, that's it from us today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and family, comment below, and we will see you next time.
Look at these conditions, guys.
Hello, esteemed viewers. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having followed us to this length. Please don't forget to subscribe with us. Please help us share this video, as well as please like the video, give us thumbs up. As we have all seen this video is so fascinating. We have seen the educating part of this video, how Lavi and Ollie has exercised what they have done in this video, how they have rode their bike and they visited many places. We have already joined them. We have already been with them together. This is an interesting one. It is a wonderful experience. Help us subscribe, please. Can you press that like button there? Please give us thumbs up, as well as share this video for us.
It is a wet morning this morning.